welcome everybody to the oil training. So this is all of our lovely massage mediums that we use for body massage. So the purpose of today's training is to understand our massage mediums to enable us to confidently sell these products and use them in our treatments. So what I'm going to start with is our first four main oils, which I'm sure you guys all know. That is our invigorating, our sensitive, our seaweed, and our calming. So what I've got here is just the oil collection story. And I think the main thing you need to take from this is that they're all 100% natural and they have multifaceted benefits. So what I mean by that is it's not just one oil. There are multiple oils within the carrier oils that can do various different things. What I do like about our oils is the fact that you can pick out particular top notes or scents depending on the time of year. So for example, we obviously had Christmas, and a lot of what we should be doing at Christmas is our lovely sensitive oil because it has those top notes of frankincense in it. And obviously frankincense is very Christmassy. And so it's a really nice way to tie things into your treatment menu. So I often get asked a lot of questions about, do you have set treatments? How do I do a procedure, etc. And of course, it's completely up to you. So what I would do is look at these key actives that is in each oil, and then you pick out the key active that's going to fit your narrative or your USP. So for example, we have rose. So if you wanted to do some kind of English garden rose treatment, maybe a spring option, again, you've got that massage. And then you can constantly change your menu, which is really exciting. It's something exciting for the client as well. There's nothing worse than it's always samey, samey, samey. And it allows you to maybe create some offers, create a little bit of excitement in the salon, in the spa, and gives you something to talk about on your socials as well. So that is our overview. So I think I've covered everything in that. And they're very high quality as well. So they're really, really lovely to work with. And obviously they smell divine. And that's what we want. We want an oil that smells really, really beautiful. So if I start with our calming oil, so all the body oils in this particular range here are £16.40. So this is the calming. So the base stays the same, which you'll see, which is the sunflower seed oil with the apricot kernel oil. So they are both rich in your vitamins E and A, and vitamin A is really good at nourishing, really good at renewing cells, and it also helps to fight free radicals. And we've spoken about free radicals before, that kind of rogue cell that goes around damaging those healthy cells. If we're kind of talking to a client, obviously I'm not a biologist, but it's easier to kind of describe that to a client as that rogue cell, unhappy, wants all the cells to be like him. He's got one arm, all the other cells have two arms, and he goes around and attacks all the healthy cells. So they all then have one arm. So there's more free radicals. You'll also see that rosehip oil is in a lot of this as well. And I love rosehip oil. We obviously did the 100% oils because we have the rosehip just on its own, and we know that's rich in vitamin C. It's really good for wounds as well, any scarring, and it helps restore elasticity as well. So this oil in particular is obviously to calm the body and mind. So it's great to use before bedtime, great to create that really relaxing massage or like a relaxing package. And then I love that you can retail it. So you can obviously use your big 5 litres and then retail it as well. Other key actives in here, you've got your chamomile, which is really, really great at helping with sadness or depression. So when we're talking about like calming that mind, so really great, I think, for those people who have maybe been locked down, suffering from a little bit of anxiety, just to kind of help relax them. And then all of the oils are multifunctional, so you can use it as a bath soak for the ultimate relaxation. So just run a few drops when you're running your bath, kind of let the steam and the hot water take that scent into the room, and then obviously through your olfactory system, and just to really relax you. So other kind of key actives, you've got your ylang ylang oil, which is really great at balancing hormones. So again, great for that mood, just balancing that out. Sweet orange oil, really great for anxiety. So you can kind of see here, it's really about, as it's called the calming oil, it is really, really about that. Then obviously those key actives are really great for the skin, really nourishing the dermis as well. So that is your calming oil. If I move on to our invigorating oil, so again, we have the sunflower seed oil with the apricot kernel, so that's our base. So really great to know that, because sometimes clients will ask you that. if they're allergic to a particular base oil, they would know. So this particular oil we use a lot because of the great properties that it has. You've got your ginger, your clove in there, you've got your rosehip and your spearmint. So they're all really great for invigorating. So it's, again, when you're looking at that treatment menu, you want that uplifting, great for tired muscles, to invigorate the soul. So this one we use quite a lot in our treatments. So the ginger, clove and marmesan and spearmint, they're really great at helping with those tight muscles. So this might be a great oil to use if you're doing a sports massage, or if a client particularly needs that kind of deep relaxation, that deep tension release as well. You've got clove oil in there as well, and that's really good at helping with fatigue, anxiety. So again, just kind of invigorating the mind as well. And I think, you know, it's much more prevalent to talk about mental health these days. And, you know, they're okay to admit, I'm stressed, it's too much for me. You know, we really over glamorize this working non-stop. Now we're working from home, you're contactable all the time, and I hate it. So I think, you know, really promoting that well-being. And I think that's what a lot of clients are going to be looking for when you reopen your site. So again, really another great oil to use for that. Again, you've got the rosehip oil in there. So great for the elasticity, that wound healing, fading scars as well. And then spearmint oil is really great at stimulating the nerves. So it's kind of all in the name again. It's that invigorating, uplifting, stimulating, but not stimulating that you're going to kind of wake up wired. You're still going to be really super, super relaxed as well. Again, it's that multifunctional. So you can use it in the bath as well, or use it after the bath, kind of like on a wet skin, to just really like lock in moisture. Or if you had, you know, particularly sore on your shoulders, you could pop it on your shoulders after them as well. Again, you've got raspberry seed oil in there. So really great at stopping that destruction of collagen and keeping that skin super like elastic and supple. So you've got that small healthy aging element in there as well. So you can see now there's lots of things we could pick out. I'd probably pick out maybe the spearmint, the ginger, just to really invigorate you, and maybe do like an invigorating, uplifting package. And you can tie that in with one of our scrubs or wraps, etc., if you wanted to do something very indulgent. Again, $16.40, so all the same price. If I move on to our seaweed oil, so again, it's got that same base, the sunflower seed, the apricot kernel. Hopefully you all know this off by heart now. So seaweed is really detoxifying. So you'll probably, other brands as well use it. Really great expelling toxins, great for big body wraps, etc. It's packed with minerals, antioxidants, amino acids. So it really helps to kind of elevate that blood flow, get rid of toxins, and give the skin that super, super healthy glow. So I would be using this if I was doing some kind of detox package, well-being package. That's over like the calming and invigorating. This is the one for that. It's a delicate yet intricate scent. Similar active, so again, you've got your rosehip, you've got your raspberry seed, which we know already how great they are with healthy aging, the wound healing. But obviously the extra kind of things in this, you've got evening primrose oil. So that's filled with your omega-6, and that's a fatty acid, so it's really anti-inflammatory as well. So again, this isn't too detoxifying that it's going to hurt a eczema or a psoriasis skin type, so you can even use it on a delicate skin, which is great as well, so you don't have to worry about that. But for me, the main kind of active is that seaweed. So really, really great at kind of detoxifying, expelling those toxins. We've also got geranium oil in there as well. That's great at helping scars, spots, also great at balancing the blood as an essential oil. So again, you can kind of see how it's really easing everything, getting rid of those toxins, but also really helping to de-stress the skin as well. So you can make a really nice kind of relax detox treatment with this one. And then finally, in this fall collection, we have the sensitive face and body oil. So the other three oils I wouldn't use on the face, whereas this one I would. And when I've spoken about how to do treatments, I always feel it's nice to kind of work from the décolleté, work straight up onto the face, not have that break, to then obviously apply a different oil. This is my personal preference. It's completely up to you how you do your treatment, but I always think it's nice to go from décolleté to face to head in that swift that swift movement. It doesn't break contact with the client, and it's a really nice way to finish your treatment. So again, you can do this with this one. Similar, sorry, it's the same base. So you've got your sunflower seed oil, your apricot, you've got the rose hip, the raspberry seed, and in this one we have the evening primrose oil as well. So again, because it is for sensitive, you can still use it on that, you know, inflamed skin. You've got the geranium oil in there again, and then the extra ingredient in this is you've got your frankincense. So that really helps to promote the regeneration of skin cells, maintains healthy existing skin cells as well. So it's also anti-aging or healthy aging, which is what we like. All the oils are light and silky soft, so you have a beautiful massage. They all have that delicate yet intricate scent as well. And again, that multifunction. So you can now kind of see how you've got the 4 different oils, and you would use them depending on what packages you would like to create. So you can pick out the rose hip, you could pick out this frankincense in this one, geranium or the evening primrose oil. You know, evening primrose oil is actually really great for ladies who are going through menopause as well. Geranium we know is great for the blood, so again, that hormones. So it's quite a womanly, not scent, but I mean those, if you were using those 2 essential oils, if any of you are aromatherapists, you'll probably know what I'm talking about. So again, you could pick out that if you wanted to create some kind of like Mother's Day, well, I mean, we're shut down, but some mums treatments, etc. So it's just knowing what's in them to then pick out certain things depending on what's going to work best for you. So these are our 4 massage medium oils that we do, the 1 litre and the 5 litre, and then obviously they all retail at £16.40. They all come in a dropper as well, which is really good for the client to use. Other brands, sometimes you have to unscrew a lid and pour, and it can be a bit messy, but I like that it's a dropper. It's going to stop cross-contamination as well. And obviously it's the UV violet jar, so again, the sun isn't damaging your product if you leave it out on the shelf, as we all know I do with my products. So that's those ones. If I move on to other oils that we also do, so we have covered these previously, but I thought we'd just recap if anyone hasn't been to my previous trainings. So we have the Bumps, a Daisy Face Bump and Body Oil. Again, this oil is safe to use on the face. So if you were doing your pregnancy massage, and you can obviously come up onto the face and finish and obviously into the hair as well. So this base is going to be your almond oil. So it's really rich in vitamin E, which is a great antioxidant. You also have neroli oil in there as well, which I quite like that we've done a different pregnancy scent. Neroli is not often used, and I quite like it. It's very uplifting and gives you that kind of joy, lightens the mood and relaxes you as well. So it's multifunctional, so it can be used in the bath if you want as well. Just add it to hot water, and then obviously you can use it all over the body. It's perfectly safe after the first trimester, so not to be used beforehand. And then what it's going to do to the skin, it's going to help ease the effects of water retention, which is what we know when we get pregnant. You kind of find your cellulite goes out of control, everything kind of just stays. It's also great for any stretch marks, great for that like itchy dry skin which you can get, so it leaves the skin feeling really silky and nourished as well. And it's not like an oily oil, so it's quite nice. It goes in quite quickly, so you can then obviously apply your clothes if you were using it at home. And that was £15.90. We then have the 24 Gold and Caviar Dry Body Polish. So this is also multifunctional as well, so it can be used to nourish the hair. And I particularly like this oil because you can use it on the body to create a shimmer on the legs and décolleté. So we sell a lot of this in the summer. So rather than obviously fake tanning or applying like a highlighter, you can obviously apply a little bit of this to, you know, certain highlight points, you know, your décolleté bone, like your shin bone, down the side of the thigh to make that muscle really stand out. And it gives a really shimmery, beautiful look. I've also used it as a highlighter when I haven't wanted to wear foundation or just pop anything on my face. Again, it gives you that really nice glow. So we've spoke about grapeseed oil as well. We use that in a lot of our products, and that's because it's rich in linoleic acid, which is really great at promoting skin health, and it's also healthy aging. So it's going to help with fine lines, improve elasticity. And we do know that the décolleté is one of the first kind of signs of healthy aging to give away a lady's real age. So you do make sure you need to moisturize that as well. The grapeseed oil has really great astringent properties as well. So it stops pores being clogged. So really good at kind of balancing that sebum production and then stopping any clogs that can lead to pimples. Obviously, we've got our caviar extract in there, so it is not vegan friendly. And we know that's rich in vitamins A, B, D, and E. So super antioxidant, skin's left more radiant and softened, and it also helps to slow down the aging process, which is obviously, again, what we would like as well. Your base in here is your apricot oil, your sweet almond, and your jojoba as well, which obviously all have their great properties too. So that's 6660. And again, this one comes with a dropper as well, so super easy to apply to the body, especially if you're like applying it to the legs. We then have the Illuminate Dry Body Oil. So this is 3830. Similar actives again, so again, you've got that grapeseed in there, which we've obviously just spoke about, rich in that linoleic acid. It's not going to clog the pores, so it's a really nice body oil. Again, that both of those oils, they're not too heavy on the skin. The base in this one is your apricot kernel, sweet almond, and your sunflower seed oil. And then other key things that it does, it's even subtle enough for the face. The skin feels smoother, more radiant, it's going to balance. And the whole Illuminate range is really amazing for age spots. That's what we're focusing on. So especially if somebody is concerned with that aging across their chest, they maybe do have a few age spots, this is a really great oil to offer them. So what it does is it works at the core of the cells to regulate melanogenesis, which is basically your pigmentation. So your pigmentation is where the tap's turned on and it's kind of just constantly working, so then you get that staining through the epidermis. So what this can do is obviously then target where that tap is essentially and help to turn it off to then obviously minimize that staining so you can't see your age spots. Again, really, really lovely oil. And that's 3830. So let me just have a sip of water. If we move on to our massage candles, I love these. I think they're so quirky and they're really cool. I think they're great gifts. It's just something a little bit different that I haven't seen many other brands do, so I love that we do this. So they're £9.20 for one candle. I think you can get 4 back, neck and shoulders out of them, or 1 full body and 1 back if you were just going to keep them. A lot of what my sites do is we include the cost of the candle in your treatment, so the client can take it home and then they can use it at home with their partner or themselves, light it, obviously get that beautiful aroma, and then apply it to the skin. So I've got here like your protocol, which is obviously light the wick by about 10 minutes, so the wax does need to melt. Obviously you have to plan with this. If your client's coming in, you can't, oh God, I need to turn my candle on, you need to do it beforehand. Obviously blow it out when you are going to use it. Don't pour it with a lit candle in your health and safety, and then you can pour it onto the palm and then directly onto the skin. I mean, if anyone's seen the at-home massage bar series I did with my husband, I poured it in an L shape between my thumb and my finger and then moved the oil up. I think that's quite nice, and because you're then gliding the hand up the back, there's not that heat on the skin, so it still feels beautiful. But again, you know, it's completely up to you guys how you want to apply it. So we have 4 scents, which is cacao, rose, honey, and fig. And then the overview of the ingredients, it does contain beeswax, so it isn't vegan. So the beeswax is going to form a protective layer on the skin surface. It's antibacterial. You've got coconut in there, and we've spoken at length on other presentations about how amazing coconut is, because we obviously do the raw coconut hair, body moisturizer on its own. So that's really great at cellular health, and obviously locking in that moisture. It's really rich in vitamin E. And then we have soya bean as well, so that's going to again fight those free radicals, which is what we want to do. So I've just got a small overview. Tips. So obviously the scents are all great. They promote that feeling of calm, well-being. Fig's really good for anxiety, which again, really great. Rose, obviously invoking that well-being. It's more delicate. The cocoa is a bit more sensual. And then your honey is obviously those sweet, like delicate notes. So you could obviously just ask the client what they want, or if you have a preference, you do you. So it's not vegan, as I've said. Travel size. You've got that lid that you can obviously reseal quite quickly if you were going to use it for multiple treatments, if you were doing backs, for example. Skin's left beautifully nourished and smooth. If anyone hasn't used them, it's not like a wax. It's, when I first joined the company, I was a bit like, oh, and then tried it and I was like, oh, it is actually like an oil. So it's a full-on oil that does melt. It's because the base is coconut. So coconut at room temperature it's quite set, whereas when you heat it, it melts. There is a word for that, but I can't remember what it's called. I'm sure you guys can think of it. But that's why it's that set, and that's why when you light it, it does melt and then it turns into an oil. There are other companies that do have a couple of other products like that. Not that you need to light, but an oil that you need to warm up, like in some warm water. So it's quite normal. And so the skin is left super moisturized. It is like an oil, it's not like a wax, so it's beautiful. So if you haven't tried them, please try them. They're just stunning. My favorite is cacao. I kind of like that deep, rich scent. And then finally we have our DeStress and Refresh bath and shower oils. So these are like a nice pair, which you can obviously sell a client together, or obviously individually. So they're £17.40. So again, I've got quite a lot of a blurb on this. It's just because how multifunctional they are. So you can use them as a massage, you can use it as a bathing oil, as a foot soak, or as like a hydration application. So you've kind of got all that. There's so much you can do with this, as well as obviously retail it. So it's kind of completely up to you. So if you wanted to use it in your pedicures, you could, which would be quite nice. At the end of a treatment, if you were doing like a wellness de-stress as a moisturizer application, you can do. And the key active in this is Gotcha Koala, which I think I'm saying right, but I'm not sure. So it's found in India and China, and it's known for its ability to enhance your spirituality, and referred to many as the herb of enlightenment. So we're saying de-stress, refresh is that kind of like uplifting the mind, body, and just giving you that de-stress refresh, which I'm sure, you know, a lot of us need. You know, we may be locked down and it still does take an effect on you. So having that kind of time and that inhalation, you know, through the olfactory system, and just that kind of deep breathing, really, really great for this as well. So de-stress, so they have like similar actives. So you've got your Gotu Koala, so that's rich in antioxidants, and it can help improve the appearance of your skin. Obviously known to treat that brain fogginess, great for the anxiety, calming, clearing the mind, which I think is perfect for what we all need right now. You've got your sweet almond oil in there, so really rich in your vitamin E, and then lots of other actives in there as well. So not only you've got lavender in there, so that's really good at relieving that stress. You've got your Roman chamomile in there, so that's in one of our other oils, the calming, I believe. And again, great for that depression, sadness, because it leaves you feeling very happy and relaxed. Other things we've not covered before, so mint leaf oil. So obviously quite invigorating, so relieves that restlessness that you can sometimes have. Sesame oil is antibacterial, hydrating, and then plum seed oil as well, so helping with your collagen production. So lots of key actives in here that do many, many things. So when I was talking about using your treatment menus, you can pick something out. So you could pick out the lavender for spring. If you were doing like a food focus menu, you could go for sesame seed oil. I love a bit of sesame oil when you're cooking. It gives it like a nutty flavour, which could be quite fun. I had an account once, they did like a spa kitchen menu, which they had a lunch in the kitchen, and the food was from the vegetable allotment on site, and it was really, really sweet. So you can pick out these key things as well. Fennel's really good actually in cooking. Going off a subject here, but there's lots of things you can kind of do to create something quite unique, and these come in 1 litre in professional as well, so you've got a big size. And then finally you've got your refresh. So similar things in this one. So we've got the sesame seed oil again, the lavender oil, sweet almond, and then you've got your koala. So again, doing very similar, relieving that fogginess, anxiety, clearing the mind. And then our other actives in this one is you've got your black pine oil, so it's antibacterial and antidepressant, so it lifts those spirits. Lemon peel as well, so it can help brighten the mood, and also encourage circulation and increase the complexion of the skin. And then again, rosemary oil as well, so really go at improving that function. So they do very similar things. So I think if I was saying this to a client, it would do, what scent do you prefer? Do you want to be more like refreshed or de-stressed? And I think they are, well, they sound very similar. You can kind of imagine the scents to be quite different. So they're £17.40, so about £1 more than the oils, but these are much more multifunctional. So if I just go back to here, how to use, again, so you've got that oil, a bathing oil, a foot soak, or as a skin hydration. And then I think what's quite nice is you can use this whilst you're pregnant as well, and it's suitable for anyone 5 years plus. So again, if any of your children are getting a little bit stressed, I mean, I'm sure they are with being locked down. I'd hate to think, you know, how they're feeling, cancelled exams, etc. This can just really help. And again, teaching them that deep breathing and just, you know, take a deep breath, learn how to relax. I'm doing a lot of that for my toddler right now. When he gets very angry and worked up, I'm like, let's take a deep breath and breathe out. So if they're a bit older, you know, having some kind of scent can help calm them and relax, and make them feel safe, because I think that's quite important. So let me just touch, obviously every week I touch on this. I'm sure most of you have signed up. If you haven't, or you know, it's completely up to you. So the affiliate program is live. So this enables you to have kind of an online shop without having an online shop. It's very simple. We send you banners and a link which you upload to your website. You have your own unique link, and then when the client clicks through, it goes to our website. However, we can track that link for up to 90 days. So if the client does purchase, you then get the commission. And obviously the commission rates vary depending if you're a partner or non-partner with us. I have more information on this. I've got a lovely PDF we've created, which I can obviously email out to you. And then our lovely Rob in e-commerce has done us a video on how to upload it, because I'm not that techie. So we have all the information. It's just a really great way for you to get a little bit of commission and not have to worry about that kind of e-commerce system, web maintenance, fees to pay on orders, delivery, because building a website is really difficult. I have tried it. It wasn't great. So I can see why this, to me, if I was a small business, would be such a great way to just, you know, I'm getting that commission without all the hassle that comes with it while we are locked down. And then obviously moving forward, when we do come out of lockdown, because I think it's important to make sure you're diversifying your portfolio. So not only are you there with the customer in the shop, in the salon, you know, having that online reach as well. So